Use the code CHICKEN in the shop.
Hey guys, the Chickens here, back today with another Boom Beach video. In today's video, guys, we got Warship Season 55 on the horizon. We got a nice week off after that very stressful season of Season 54. So you guys want to stay up to date on everything that is Warships, make sure you do subscribe to the channel. I do appreciate those of you that throw in that code CHICKEN in the shop. It does expire every 7 days, so check every now and then. If you are going to grab something, I do appreciate it. And if you guys want to win, what are we giving away? We're giving away the Zuka we're giving away a Zuka figurine this month, which is really cool. I'm actually going to bring it up and show you guys 1 second. So to win these, all you gotta do is become a member on the channel. I don't have any pants on right now, so I did that for everyone's viewing pleasure. So to win one of these guys, all you got to do is become a member of the channel, and we do give away something cool like this once a month. So these are cool little figurines directly from Supercell. You can take it out of the box if you want to unscrew it, so you don't have to leave it on the little pedestal here. But it's pretty cool. I mean, they're pretty good quality. Try to hold it up better so you can see. But yeah, so you become a member of the channel, whatever level you subscribe to. Basically, the way I run it is it gets you more entries, so just like a raffle. And yeah, so guys, super excited. First off, we're getting to Season 55. We got our 25th notch in that Top 500 trophy. So we take a look at the leaderboard. It was kind of a crazy season. Now, 2390, I wasn't sure. I really was not sure if that was going to be enough. I thought 24 was going to be the cutoff. And the way I was thinking, I was like, okay, you know, I've got really bad tech this season. I'm like ranked 230. I'm going to match nothing but the top 100 guys. So maybe just, you know, pump the brakes a bit, give it a day, go back in at 5 out of 6. I was honestly thinking that. And I don't know. It just the way it was moving, it was like, you know, it's kind of slow. So we'll see and then ride it out. And then Sunday came along and, you know, we were pretty well good to go by then. But crappy season for the chicken. Hope you guys did better, or maybe got your first 500, or 50, or 5, or number 1, or whatever. But yeah, so here's where we finish. 344, not the greatest, but considering all the mistakes we made and how late we got to Diamond, that was kind of nice. And the chest nerf definitely worked in my favor this season, as I was extremely late to get to Diamond. So, yeah. It was just funny. It was such a weird season because it was like the whole season I felt like I was just chest collecting and talking about like one day we're going to get to our push point, guys. And by the time we actually got there, it was like the whole season with like I wish you could play more with effective tech when you don't have it, because it's just it's not that much fun when you have to do like 9 hours of pushing in one day to make up for having such a crappy season. But it was crazy. I literally played for like probably close to 10 hours that day. That was last Thursday. I was furious, man. But yeah, I knew that our push point was going to come. We just had to stick with it, and you know, we would figure it out. So it goes to show that no matter what happens, like you should always know that you're able to push through it. You know, depending on what your final goal is, but yeah. So I don't know, and ended up making okay out of a bad situation. So I was happy with that, and I hope you guys enjoyed the season as well, because it was, you know, the texture was pretty cool. And other than the, you know, we talked about the review yesterday, but other than some of that stuff that we talked about, you know, it was a good season. So very much looking forward to Season 55. Now let's take a look here. I got some images pulled up. This is from the This Month on Boom. So this was kind of cool. I don't know if we've seen an image like this before with the top down kind of thing. It's not super good quality, but it's something slightly different. And if we look at this, all we see is a maxed out deck, so we can't really pull anything from that. But this image, we actually have a little bit of stuff here. So January 29th to February 18th, that is going to be a 3-week season. So it starts next Monday, for those of you that were asking me about when the season starts. It always starts on the Monday. So if we look at this image, it looks like this is 6 ERs. And what do we see? We've got cannons, we've got critter launchers, we've got laser beam, laser rangers, medics, tanks, and rocket choppers. Actually, oh no, that's a critter. That's a critter. So you see on this left tank, it looks like it's a laser proto troop tank, a laser tank, but it's actually, I'm pretty sure it's just a critter sitting on his back. So yeah, other than that, those are all pretty standard things. I mean, he's got 2 sky shields, so it might be a defensive season again, but it seems like every season is a defensive season these days. So, season 55, it's Warships. I don't know if that's the title or not. Sometimes they put the title in here, sometimes they don't. So, take it with a grain of salt. But it's Warships, season 55. That's pretty cool. All right, so let's move along. And talk about some things that they could, and I want to throw some questions out specifically to you guys, just about this season. So, I wanted to ask what your thoughts were on the, let's do this one. What your guys' thoughts were on the chest nerf, specifically. Sorry, I wrote this down. About the top 500 trophy. Now, I was talking with some guys in my task force today, and although I don't think it's realistic, I don't think Supercell would do it. What do you guys think about them adding in another trophy? So there would be a top 500, a top 50, and a top 250 for those kind of middle of the road guys like myself. That the top 50 is usually out of reach. But it would be something else to strive for. Having a top 250 trophy. Now, like I said, I don't think it's really realistic. I don't really see them doing it because it's a change that they would put into the game for a fairly small subset of players that wouldn't really, impact much of the game. But I mean, it might keep people playing longer. It might keep people pushing more, and it's something different. People might get excited about it. I certainly would to make sure I can get the top 250 every season. That would be interesting. Because, I mean, there's a gap between the top 500 and the top 50. Yeah, I was talking about this with Knight today. It was kind of his idea, so he's got a YouTube channel as well. But I think it would be interesting. Like I said, I don't think it'd be super realistic. I don't even know if it's a good idea, but I wanted to see what you guys thought. I wanted to throw that out to you guys and see, would that be something you think would be cool, or do you think it would not really be worth having? Either way, whatever your opinion is, I'm kind of down the middle on it, but it's interesting nonetheless. Now, if we talk about season 54 to season 55, what are some things that we would like to see different? I think season 54 did a good job of, although the defensive path was like the meta, it wasn't overly defensive to the point where there was a lot of compact fizzle bases, which can be annoying because then it's just whoever has the most defense wins. I hope we do see better deck layouts that don't, I just really didn't like the deck in 6ER. And I think the deck in 6ER really it wasn't that big of a deal, but that kind of deck with no shock bombs, where people can just make this big corner kind of death trap, can be very annoying because it would have been much easier to deal with had we had shock bombs, and not having heavies made it tough to use anything that wasn't like a flying troop. So I don't know. I would like to see heavies be early. I want to see heavy rush this season. Right out of the gates at 3ER like we used to, that we haven't had in maybe the last 2 seasons or so. I don't know, it just works. I know people complain about it, and I probably do too sometimes. And it is nice to change it up, but I don't know. I think having heavies at almost 70 Rs is too far the other way. So I mean, even if they're not right out of the gate, like put them somewhere where they can be usable still. And I think that'll combat or fix some of the issues of having a deck that's made like that at 6ERs or things like that. So I don't know, food for thought. It's interesting. And yeah, so season 55, we don't really have much info on it just yet, but I did want to talk about that little bit of info that we had from the this month on Boom. Let's put this into 3 times because I feel like we are gonna fizzle out here. Let's go. Let's go. Come on, come on. He can't do a good job of healing himself. Oops. There we go. So, anyways, that's my thoughts, guys. You let me know what you think down below in the comment section. As always, thank you so much for watching. That is going to wrap up the video today. Make sure to leave a like if you found it interesting, entertaining, or informative. Catch you next one, guys. Check it out. Back.